What's going on, Zenith Pitch? David Levinson, who has a background in fixed income, was saying charting on this channel is doing complex algebra without describing it as such confluence. Oh man, so I keep things very, very simple. I guess, you know, they want to push a narrative that's not true. Basically, we just follow trend lines. That's all it is, squiggly lines. And we keep it very simple, at least here at on my channel. And it's as simple as drawing this example an array, or excuse me, array. And if you notice, look at this, right? So what is the data telling us in front of us? Very, very simple. You know, the good thing is that people are talking, and that's how you get free marketing, man. And you know, you gotta love people that talk, otherwise you will never be known. No publicity is bad. Okay? No publicity is bad for business. You gotta have the good and the bad. And that's what comes with the territory. Unfortunately, that's what comes with territory, and I like it. I don't mind it. But anyway, yeah, very simple. Bitcoin's struggling up here. It's not really breaking above this trend line, and I stated this earlier in the post on X. It really is complicated. Plus, I think we just hit the death cross on top of that. I'm just noticing that too. Oh shit, we're about to hit it tomorrow. I just realized that. Okay, we literally just hit it. No, we did hit our Fibonacci area, so. Speaking of which. .5. We have some bullish divergence on top of that, so this is good. Very good. Now, we gotta make sure it's less than 14 bars. Less than 14 bars. It's 15. Arguably, some people would think this is a valid bullish divs. It's 14 bars or less on Bitcoin, but this is good enough. Now we are hitting a key resistance area. What is this? Institutional crypto confidence remains strong as 55% expect short-term uptick. This is banking survey. Institutional hurdles impacted prices at Q4 across several jurisdictions. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Much better. All right. Nah. It's not bullish divs here. Very interesting. Crossed it multiple times. Oh God. ADX is very high momentum. At least the selling off is weakening though. The selling off is weakening. So we just broke below the 25. So that's a good sign. So we should start seeing a little bit of momentum to the upside soon. Come back into the 100 range and hopefully break past 105 and get out of this bearish trend that we're currently in right now. $382 and then this trend line right up here, 105, 197 roughly. Interesting. And we do have in a channel as well. On the daily, that's impressive. A wedge. pretty good. So it's doing, damn, Bitcoin definitely is a continuation to the downside. Yikes. Yikes. Daily ain't looking too hot here. But we are inside a channel here, so this makes sense to hit this top trend line with the RSI. Oh boy. Yikes. Let me make it, so let's simplify it. Turn on the hike and, oh yeah, it's even more observable with the hiking. Huh. Is that a harmonic? No. Nope, no harmonic there. So I do see a pull up. A nice pull up soon. These are pivot lines here. Yeah, everything's smelling more continuation run, and then if we continue to the downside, we also have a rounding bottom. Rounding top. It's potentially in the future. Works aligning with this macro support line here at 74,000. So there's a lot of confluence around the 80 to 75,000. But this downward channel is very relevant and very easy to spot. You cannot ignore the data. Okay, downward channel. Downward channel. And that's the trend. Very easy. Simple. Wingle wangle. Wingle wangle. It's unfortunate. Wow, 3 bearish line strikes here with multiple added confluence. Okay, yeah, so I expect a nice little move back up here at 382. Hopefully we break past and hit that 105. Very simple. Hopefully Bitcoin can break the 105, back test it, and then make some moves to the upper side. 236, and if you noticed, very easy defined rejection line here. So this is going to be a key area of resistance once we climb back up here. So there's multiple areas we've got to climb up in. But the trend is very much inside a downward channel. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Sad to say. Alright, let's take a look at other small caps while we're at it. Ethereum. Hey, what up, Mike? What's going on, baby? Nice to see you again. Ethereum. Wait, did I have VWAP on Bitcoin? Let me double check Bitcoin real quick. I don't know if I had VWAP active. Did I have VWAP? Let me see. Oh, I got VWAP active. I do. Alright, let's take a look at Ethereum real quick. Oh man, jeez, I haven't taken a look at Ethereum. It's the similar pattern on the RSI, also showing a descending wedge here as well. Price action is failing to break out of a certain top end trend here, and we are seeing that on the RSI and price action. Looks like a descending wedge from a broad perspective. Finding a base, back up, lower highs. Beautiful. So this tells me a continuation run to the downside. And again, this one is also, oh my god, this thing is actually an impending death cross on top of that. Look at this. An impending death cross as well. The 50 SMA converging with the 200 SMA. And that is your death cross. Yikes. So that's one thing to look out. I want to see the percentage on the yearly or the weekly. Let me see what the weekly looks like on here. This looks like a shark. Let's see here. Is it a shark? I'm gonna confirm right now. No. Nah. Nothing there. Alright, so what does Ethereum like to do on the weekly here? So almost a similar of, I see Bitcoin moves here. Same one. Wow. So the weekly on Bitcoin, similar to this movement up back in February 2021, where the 50 SMA candles broke below the 50 SMA, and then it just tanked. So I see Ethereum doing the same thing here, but this was in April 2022. The SMA price tried to break out and failed it. Very interesting. So it's going through a broadening scallop formation as we speak here. 382 touch, perfect too on top of that. Look how clean. Arguably, we barely touch it. Almost 3,000. So we were off by 20 bucks roughly. And then obviously you had your weekly 100. Excuse me, yeah, your 100 and your 50 SMA plus VWAP, so this would be a confluence for bounce. But will it sustain? That's the real question here. Let me see the RSI. I think the Ethereum runs relative with Bitcoin, so if Bitcoin's nice, Ethereum is nice. Oh my God, the weekly the weekly MACD is just not good. That weekly MACD is not good. But the good thing about Ethereum, there is a base. I see here on the RSI. So we have a pivot bounce here. So if the RSI were to come back down here, based off this launch pad area, this is going to be a nice little area to add confluence where Ethereum may reverse. So let's see, it's going to be at the 0.5, I believe, if it breaks the 382. The 0.5 would be a nice little bounce here, especially when we have Bitcoin. We're looking at Bitcoin at around 85,000 long term. 85,000. This would add confluence to the thesis. Ethereum to 2,620. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. Oh yeah. So just like how we got the price target on Bitcoin, I think we can do the same here on Ethereum. So let's just follow this RSI weekly channel here. And if it wants to come into this box, and hopefully we pivot up here. That'd be fucking cool. That'd be cool. We did it one time in this area. Now, oh wow, look at this. These are macro low lows. Deep into the bears, and look at that. Very clean. Very clean. Let's see here. Was this the bounce? Yeah. Look at that. Double bottom macro. Look at that. Beautiful confirmation. Jesus. Beautiful. Anyway. Yeah, I'm looking at the 0.5, the 2,620. If Bitcoin moves down, Ethereum will follow suit. We just can't break that 382. And look at this support, that SMA, the weekly 50 SMA is. It's acting as support right now. And if we break below that, well, every time we break below on Ethereum, look what happens. These massive moves to the downside. Below that 50 weekly SMA, look at this massive move to the downside. Okay, again, massive This one's a lot lighter. But again, look, massive weekly 50 SMA rejection down. This was back in 2022. And again, Ethereum. If we break below that 50 SMA, boy oh boy. How we look at here? For the key macro levels for potential bounce. Let's see. Well, the RSI is not too far off of this RSI bounce that we have here in this general area. So I suspect it would be roughly the 0.5. That'll also in line with the 200 SMA weekly as well. So that'll add confluence. So in theory, let's move this box up here. Okay, this is gonna be your bounce on Ethereum. Perfect. On top of that, break the 50, hit this 200 in lining with the 0.5. So just keep an eye out. 2620, your absolute bounce touch confirmed would be a 200 SMA if we break below the 0.5. I would really like to see that bounce here because it does respect the SMAs. It does respect the SMAs. The 200 would be perfect. All right, let's take a look at small caps. Bitcoin, what is happening? Oh yeah, we're moving on up. That's right. Let's go. As it should. 12-hour told you divergences. Divergences. Absolutely. Okay, let's see if we actually break out. We gotta break out. But it's in a clear downward channel. Wow. Let's go. Let's fucking go. How you guys doing? What other things you guys are looking at for next week? I'm just setting up a couple things. Chart squiggler. Chart squiggler. Close your body. Yeah. Let's take a look at small caps, technology wise. Haven't looked here in a minute. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Wait. Wait, what happened? Okay, much better now. LPSN 509 RVYL. Let me turn on the weekly. I haven't seen these tickers in a minute. Downward trend neg 7209. LAES. Wow, massive sell off here. Wow, 450. APLD. Oh yeah, what is happening on? What's going on with APLD? I haven't seen that in a while. Oh baby. Oh man. Oh geez. So it's in a scallop. Look, why the sell-off? Wow. I haven't seen this in a while. So the 236 macro. Wow, we're back at the 22s. Jesus Christ. Oh god, yeah, this is the weekly on top of that. And look at that last support bounce on that 20 EMA, adding confluence to the 236. But if you fail that, boy oh boy, that 50 SMA is it's a running train here. I wouldn't get in front of this. There's no way this would. I mean, I would be very. That would be interesting if we come back to the teens on APLD. That would be super interesting. Because the 200 SMA on the weekly is rolling right up. So the teens would be very, very if we come back down here. So this is the weekly. Wow. And look at where the RSI is. So if I had to suspect, we're probably here in the bear zone on the daily. Let me double check. Almost. Okay. Almost. We almost touched it. Yeah, these are called scallops. Typically, you want to see 30% retracement. 32 is a sweet spot. 32 is a sweet spot, excuse me, off of these retracement, but this is well over 50% here. From peak high 40 to now 23. So let's take a measurement. Ooh. Yeah, that was a close to 50% retracement here. Impressive. Impressive. I do see a harmonic here. Let me just see what kind of ratio we get. It looks like an alt bat. Yeah, but the 1618 is all the way down there. Let me see if there is an 86. Let me see. Alt bat. I haven't seen that in a while. 1 second. Oh, it's a 113. Yeah, no, it's too far out. 113. Yeah, no. No way. Definitely scallop. Let me see the 3-day. Let me see the weekly. Let me see the monthly. Jesus Christ. Yeah. So I'm looking at this trend line now. I'm looking at that trend line right here on the RSI. And the reason why I say that, let me see if we can smooth it out real quick. No. So I see 2 pivot zones here. You hit this key area bounce here, and every time you touch that trend line, it bounced to the upside. All right. Look at that. I don't even know if you can see that. Booyah! And then we hit it again. Pivot zone, and then upward momentum. So let's see if we can come back down to this key area on the RSI and find the bounce. Otherwise, I genuinely believe, based off what I'm seeing on the weekly, this ain't looking too hot, because look at your negative DI. Look at that negative DI with the ADX above the center line. That negative DI is almost vertical. Almost fucking vertical. It's quite magnificent, to be honest with you. Almost vertical. It's at 87 degrees. You're just 3 degrees away from 90. Jesus. God, this is clear, defined continuation sell-off, okay? Jesus Christ. And you broke below all your daily EMAs. Let me see on the daily, excuse me. Yeah, you broke below all your daily EMAs. You broke below the 50 daily SMA. You try to find life at the 236. Yeah, this thing smells like it wants to continue downward. Okay. Higher time frames smells continuation run. So 236 is absolute. It looks like it was a absolute bounce here. $20 psychological area here. You want to stay above the macro 236. And then coming in Monday, hopefully we get a bounce here next week above the RSI. But yeah, it's defined that it wants to continue selling off. That's impressive. And if you break below the 236, well, you know, you got the 50 SMA 3-day time frame. That's going to be rolling up. 100% going to be your next area of support. I don't see no volume as well. Your volume shelf is pretty empty here. From New York, what up, Palm? From New Jersey, Palm. I don't even want to say, because that's it. Sounds like you're from New York. I know you said you're from New Jersey. Were you born in New York and then moved to New Jersey? I'm actually surprised the data center plays are actually having a bit of a lift off to the downside. You know, rockets downward. Not good. I didn't realize data centers were coming down. Jersey all day, nice, good to see. Let's continue. Jesus, Lucid, holy moly, wow. Price discovery when? Price discovery when? Wow, that is crazy. That's absolutely wild. Just look at this downward momentum. Heavy. We got a lot going on for next week. Yeah, we certainly do. That's for sure. We certainly do. Oh my god. SPY is not giving me... It's really not giving me fucking confidence here. It's not giving me confidence here. We're inside an inside bar candle structure, so you know it's pretty wonky here. I wouldn't be surprised we're in a range all fucking week. That would suck. And look at the multiple bearish divergences on SPY on top of it. Yeah. Multiple. Well, actually, that's one on the weekly. But if you look at the 3-day and smaller time frames, look how many multiple bearish divergences we have. Look at that. Multiple. And look at the channel that you are printing now on the RSI. Channel. Straight bearish. Bearish. Now we can potentially come up, bounce off this trend line, move up a little bit on the RSI. Maybe hit this top trend line, maybe continue back downward, or maybe break out. Right? But it's clear defined channel so far. Tariffs reduced by you know who, which includes coffee beans, beef produced. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we do know what the data tells us right now. It seems pretty bearish until further notice. Until further notice. I hope Trump really does give back to the people, to be honest with you. I really do hope. I really do hope. So I'm gonna keep an eye on SPY going into next week for sure. Let me see where we are on the RSI. Oh yeah. So it's on the 3-day. Very interesting. What tickers are you looking at? Besides oh, you weren't the one that recommended me APLD. We did break. Oh shit! I just also realized on the 3-day we broke below the daily 5 and the 10, and the RSI. Oh shit! Look at that. Well, I haven't seen that in a while. Holy moly! We crossed it twice with the signal line. Wow. What's a daily look like? Jesus Christ. It's clean. We're in a channel. We're in a channel downward. Boy, oh boy. Interesting to see here on the Mac. APLD getting to interesting levels. Yeah, no, I was looking at APLD, honestly. Pretty fucking weird where it's at right now. I did not expect it to come down to the 20s. I haven't been looking at data centers this week. Right now I'm taking a look at SPY, but holy shit. I mean, who's gonna argue with the oh no. Oh shit, yeah. Uh-oh, SPY on the daily. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. I just realized this. Fuck. No way. Dude. Wow, the last time we touched across the 25 center line was back in October 14th, and that was when we had a massive drop off. Right here, look at this. October 10th, excuse me here. So the fact that we're doing it now again, we were at April lows the third time we touched the 25 center line. Back here, April lows. Look at the significant. And we've been riding up this train to the upside for quite some time. So now we're at it again. Jesus Christ. So yeah, and look at the ADX. What's significant now, if you notice the ADX here, the ADX was on the upper end of this channel. But now that you have the ADX coiling with your negative DI above, that gives it more of a push. The momentum to the downside is potentially going to be stronger. Wow. Beautiful. Oh yeah. I gotta post this 1 second. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby. Hold up. Gotta get some clout. If you don't get clout, you're not growing, guys. You gotta get clout. Let's go. Hey, what up? Another day, another trade. What's up, baby? How you doing, bros? How you been? I'm charting up SPY a little bit here. Yeah, SPY's looking pretty weak for next week. I'm not gonna lie. Looking really weak for next week, especially on larger time frames. Look at this channel here on the 3-day. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Downward channel here, and on the MACD. Oh, even better on the daily here. People gotta take note. I mean, oof. I love seeing stuff like this. I honestly do. Fucking amazing. Keep trading simple, folks. Don't overcomplicate. Keep trading very fucking simple. Very, very simple. Keep it. What's that word? KSS? Keep it simple, stupid. I remember my 5th grade teacher yelling that all the time. Doing great, man. Wishing it was Monday already. I know, right? I fucking wish. I really do wish. Honestly. I really, really do wish. There's a lot of bearish sentiment on SPY right now. I gotta really post this. Ooh, this is gonna be the first time I actually do 2 oscillators. I wish I could do 3 with the RSI. Alright, and look at this. I don't know how I'm gonna make it clean for people to understand here. Oh, baby. Alright, this should be very simple. If not, nah, people are not gonna understand this. Nah. Alright, fuck it. You know what I'm gonna do? Oh, I gotta catch some clout. Maybe I should do the 3-day. Yeah, the 3-day is easier to understand. Yeah. You know, all the bullish, all the bulls are gonna hate me. Alright, much better now. It's much cleaner. So SPY absolutely not looking juicy today. Or for next week, excuse me. And we have multiple bearish divs here. Look at this. Multiple bearish divs with a downward channel on the RSI. Look at that, baby. What in the fuck? Hold up. Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. All right, so SPY absolutely giving me concerns on the 3-day here. Look at that. Absolutely bearish, multiple dips. And now obviously anything can happen. Obviously anything can happen. All right, let's see if we can catch. Just put it up here. Oh my God. And we do that right there. Boom. How are we gonna do it right there? I mean, hopefully that's more understandable, right? Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. So multiple bearish divergences. Maybe come back up, hit this trend line, then come right back down. Let's see here. I think, no, that looks way too calm. Oh my goodness. What other tickers are you guys looking at? What other tickers? Oh, this is gonna be better. Watch. Oh, I know how I know exactly what I'm gonna do. This one's gonna be fun. Oh, this one's gonna be fun here. I'm gonna throw up some divergence charts with. Oh, this one's gonna be fun. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Oh, this one's fun. Look at this. Maybe I should put that on there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. DVLT. Sure, let's take a look at DVLT. We'll definitely take a look at DVLT. I just want to post this on X. I just want to make it clean. We gotta keep the visuals nice. All right, I just broke my charger. I think I did. No, I didn't. All right, perfect. All right, you know what? It is what it is. Just, you know, it looks like shit. Overlapping. They'll get it. Boom. All right, we're done. I'm just gonna post this one. Bingo. Let's go. All right, sent it out. All right, let's take a look at DVLT. Had a 19 discount yesterday in pre-market. Did it really? Who would have freaking thought? Bro, I'm telling you, I did not even notice APLD went to the teens. I honestly did not notice, man. I mean, if you're grabbing APLD, God bless. I think it can go further down based off what I saw to 15. I'm going to monitor APLD to be honest with you, but holy moly. It was quite interesting to see APLD at 15 bucks. Let me see here. APLD at 15. Yeah. Oh no, excuse me, 20 bucks, not 15. Wait, it hit? Yeah, 20 bucks. 20 freaking bucks. Same shit, right? 19, 20, same shit. Wow. If you got into APLD at these lows, God bless. You guys really killed it here. That little swing was a 20% swing. 20% swing. Beautiful. Beautiful. DCAPD with foot soldiers on the line. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And it definitely was a great opportunity here. Because, look, there's a lot of liquidity here. I call these the liquidity nodes. Okay? We had a lot of selling pressure past this box here. But, wow. Great opportunity. Great. I'm not going to lie. That was perfect. Look, turn on your Heikin Ashi. Very clean, defined downward trend, right? And then you turn on your EMAs and your daily SMAs. Right? That's why I feel like we still have a lot more momentum to the downside, because look at the 3-day time frame and look at this head and shoulders, right? On the RSI, we technically broke below the neckline. Right? We technically broke below the neckline. But I like this. I like what I see here. So the confluence is very defined here on APLD. And on the 3-day, look at the MACD cross. So the negative DI looking vertical. So that's why I'm saying, like, we can still have a potential more room to the downside. Okay, more room to the downside. I would feel comfortable if the RSI touched the center line. I would love that. And then confirm at least a reaction here, bounce, or keep continued downward, right? But that's pretty sick. All right, let's take a look at DVLT. DVLT. Where have I seen this? Whoa, 20 bucks. I mean, 20%, not 20 bucks. I need coffee. Wow, look at that Fibonacci. Perfect touch scallop at the 382. $1.41. Very nice. Very nice. Confluence. Look at that 100 SMA touch candle bounce here. Beautiful. And that was a 50% move. Holy shit. Wow, look how clean the RSI on that pivot. Wow, look at the... Oh, man, that was glorious. I love seeing that. Dude, that is fucking nice. That's clean. That is so clean. And, you know, when you see an inverted hammer, especially on the 3-day, you would be freaking out. Look at this candle right here. Look at that. Rejection clean on the 3-day, 5 EMA and 10 EMA daily. And look, price action now sitting above a key area resistance. This is looking really good. 1,000 shares at 52, sitting back at stop loss 105. My brother from another mother. This, I wish I would have known about this. Let me see what the daily's telling us. I wish I would have known about this. Look at this. Oh my God. Okay, now, so the ADX is pretty weak here. All right, the ADX is pretty weak. I would prefer to be underneath the positive DI and then look like a goddamn roller coaster when you're swinging this thing, right? It looks like it's gonna, you know, do that, right? So let's see what happens here. But it does look like a descending scallop play. Look at this pattern formation here. Look at this descending scallop. Beautiful. Looks like J's. They look like J's. We are seeing a clean defined resistance here. I would be shocked if it's a 382 from this pivot high to pivot low. Let me see here. Or maybe it is a 382. Let me see. Almost. Almost, but it wasn't the top and the low 382. Oh, wait. Yeah. Let me see if I can get it here. All right, no. No 382. No 382. But you can take your little horizontal ray and you can see 182, 180, roughly 182 is a nice clean area resistance. Now, obviously, we broke out of it, and we are rejecting this area again. Okay, very interesting. But I love what I see on the daily, above the 5 to 10, and you smacked the 20. And you smacked the 20. Very nice. Very nice here. Oh, this is gorgeous. And you're at the center line on the daily, too. You're testing it right now, actually. Yeah, this is a good trade. This is a really good trade. What's the story behind this? RR? Holy mo... Oh, a lot of these tickers are really, really looking for a reversal. Look at... I guarantee you there's probably multiple bullish divergence on the 12-hour. Yep, look at that. Multiple bullish divergence on the 12-hour. At least one fat one, excuse me. Let me see on smaller time frames on the 4. No, let me see one on the 1 hour. All right, so we only have one on macro time frames. Look at this bullish divs right here. This is good to see because that'll add confluence for a potential reversal. Okay, we are seeing that. Okay. But is it going to sustain itself? We rejected the 100 SMA daily. We didn't even touch the 5 EMA, 5 SMA, excuse me. So there's a lot of contention here. A lot of contention here. Very interesting here. And look at the MACD also. So price definitely wants to revert, find a little bit of reversal here, but not yet. Not yet. I think we still need to go deeper into the bear zone, and then hopefully we find bullish divs. The macro in terms of SPY is not giving us that positive outcome for a reversal. All right. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's see here. Let's see here. Where's RR? Wait a minute. Somebody just commented. Hold on. Oh, nice. I get bookmarks off of the recent post. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's go. Man, I love when other people see the chart and then, you know, they define what they want to do with the chart, but it's always good to help others regardless. It's always good to share knowledge and help others regardless of bias and obviously different perspectives. But anyway, SPY RR. Beautiful. So like I said here, I do want to see at least I would suspect maybe multiple bullish divergence deep in the bear zone. That'll give me confidence. So if we reject here, you know, let's say here, right? If we reject this zone here, come back down and start printing multiple bullish divs. Okay. That'd be kind of cool, because if you look at the 12-hour, what is acting as resistance on your 12-hour, right? Look at this white line. Rejection here on RR. Rejection here. 10 daily EMA. Rejection here. So price is at least about to come and hit that 10 EMA. 12-hour EMA. Multiple rejection lines on that 10. Right? And look at where the RSI last pivoted. Alright? Almost touching that 10 EMA. Let's see if we come up, hit that 10 EMA again, maybe come back down, create divergences. Right? Create divergences. And this will give you double bullish divs, right? If we reject here, double bullish divs, come back up and hopefully break out of that trend. All right, and that it will in line with the daily RSI being deep in the bear zone, if that makes sense. Very, very simple. But I do want to see a little bit more downward momentum here. It does want to revert. It does want to revert. It does want to do that. It does. But I feel like with the macro pushing us more to the downside. We'll see. Companies are not making money profits, but neither is one stock in Oklo. I mean, godlike RGTI headquarters. You know what's funny? Somebody brought up a good point on one of the spaces on X. They said, if you're deporting immigrants, let's say in the case of Apple, and the immigrants are buying products and they are buying your products, then what does the next quarter look like when you're shipping off immigrants back to their country? Right? Because we technically do need immigrants in this country, and I'm all for it. Hell yeah. But how do you explain next quarter for Apple, for example, when your consumers are being shipped off? So very interesting. So let's see. I'm gonna keep this one on my radar. Actually, let me put RR on my radar. This one's gonna be a nice little swing here. Actually, this one's gonna be. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I think I smell some harmonics. Hey. I think we do have a butterfly here. 1 second, folks. Hold up. That'll add more confluence. The Fugazi. Yes, it does. And ooh, the 1-to-7 ratio at the golden pocket. Yeah, so that's what I thought. So the 1-to-7 aligning with the finisher at the XD sequence here. 2.65, 286. This adds confluence. Why I said we should be a little bit more deeper in the bear zone. All right, so we do have a beautiful butterfly harmonic completion here at the golden pocket, micro and macro. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I absolutely love this. Yeah, this is going to be a nice swing trade. Actually, thanks for see, this is why we got to do the homework here. This is why we got to do the homework here on the weekends. This is going to be a massive, beautiful swing trade. Shout out, who was the one that brought this up? Another day, another trade. Absolutely beautiful, man. Great reminder. This is going to be a nice swing trade. All right, so off these harmonics. Now, typically you want to start seeing terminal candles. That's not the terminal candle I'm looking for. All right, we still have a lot more downward momentum to go, which I suspected we would or should go. I do want to see multiple bullish divergence deep in the bear zone. Okay, that's how I would play this. We did have a touch here. Oh, look at that. We did touch it, actually. Oh, shit. That is a terminal candle. Ooh. Ooh, this is good. Oh, shit. It's the RSI failure swing. Dude, it's actually going through one right now. RSI failure swing. Wow, dude. No, tomorrow, Monday, excuse me. This is actually gonna be a banger, brother. This is what you call an RSI failure swing. So typically, when you're deep in the bear zone, price comes out of the, let's say in this case, the 30 mark line, comes back into it, create divergences, and then your pivot is exactly the breakout trend that we have to confirm for a massive swing to the upside. And this adds confluence with this butterfly harmonic with a terminal candle on the 12-hour. So oh, dude, this is gonna bang out next week. I suspect it's gonna bang out next week. Oh, this is beautiful. Dude, this is beautiful. Okay, so typically with these harmonics, the Fugazi-Fugazis, these Fugazi-Fugazis, we draw a Fibonacci from the top to the low off of these harmonic completion points. The Fugazi-Fugazis, I'm gonna run. That's definitely gonna be I'm definitely gonna use that. And then we're gonna look at the 382 as a profit target number 1, so $4. All right, off of these harmonic completions, you're gonna get these massive momentum swings. And look at that, we're already seeing a massive swing here with this terminal candle. And that's the RSI. Oh, dude, this is nice. Oh shit, hopefully I'm not gonna miss the train. Hold up. So that's 35% from these lows. If I personally were to get in, that's gonna be essentially 14% swing if I catch these bottoms going into next week. And then typically, you know, once you hit these profit target number 1, you're gonna take them and run away, because look at to your left. Look at this candle here, rejection at the 382, 397 here. Clean rejection. Dude, this is a really good one. Double bottom on the RSI, yeah. Also bullish divergence. Bullish divergence, folks. Bullish divergence. Take a look at this bullish divergence. I'm gonna show you. Look at this beautiful bullish divergence. There's a nice little lesson here. All right, watch this, folks. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this Class A bullish divs, man. Look how beautiful this is. All right, look at this. Look at this. Actually, let me go ahead and... Oh, dude. Look at this. What do you see on the charts? Prices, lower lows. But the RSI, higher low. That is a bullish divergence deep in the bear zone. And this is called an RSI failure swing on top of that. This is gonna bang out really nice. Your confirmation line is at this pivot area right there, boom. And then once you break above it, well, folks, we look at these. We look at the 382, $3.97. All right, and look how massive. We already got the reaction off of this terminal candle. Beautiful, 20% already. I got in yesterday at 3. Dude, you're gonna bang out. Please take profits. Not financial advice. At key areas of resistance, based on history. Look at this. Look at that. Boom and boom. Beautiful. All right, Palm. All right, who's the one that brought this up? Shout out to Anthony. Another day, another trade. Shout out to fucking Another Day, Another Trade, man, for bringing this up. I think we can still catch a nice little potential swing here for an additional 15%, 14%. I'm gonna monitor this one. Definitely, I'm gonna monitor this one. Hopefully, we come back at the 331. I would love an entry coming back here at 331. Will we get it? Not sure. I'm not a goddamn magician. I can't predict the future, but I definitely like what I see on the chart. Absolutely. Great one, Saul. Great one. I mean, Another Day, Another Trade. Great one. This is actually a good one. Beautiful. Shout out to Another Day, Another Trade. Yeah, so I got to keep this one on my radar. Let me go ahead and put this on my immediate list. Let me see RR in my immediate list. Yeah, we're going to put this on my immediate list. I'm going to put a red on it immediately. Now we gotta drop some tickers to the... Why is it not working? Alright, let's take some tickers off. Actually, I gotta take a look at all of the list here because I have them colored up. Alright, so let's see here. I'm gonna put an alert here. If we cross the 236, some people would wait to hit 236 for confirmation. Okay, confirmation. That'll be your new local low. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an alert here at 349. Good find. Good find. I like that one. Alright. What other tickets we're looking at? I'm gonna go through a couple other ones. Wait, why didn't it save? Wait, what? Why didn't it save? Alright, hold up. There's a mosquito in my room. Hold up. There's a freaking mosquito. And it's killing me. And it's killing me. Oh, look at where it's at. Seriously? He got away? Okay, cool. MSAI. MSAI. MSAI, baby. Hold up. I just got a text message. I don't know if I'm working today. On the podcast. Let me see if I'm gonna be up today. No. I think, no. Tomorrow I'll be on the podcast. Oh, wow. Oh, Mike Alfred said he spoke to Elon Musk. Oh, that's pretty good. For the uninitiated charting, your text bearish helps. Is this starting Monday? Okay. For the love of God. Oh, KKK. You know, I love her. She's adamant. She's a great, great person. Oh, man. Listen. She's a great person. There's a mosquito right now eating me up, guys. Hold up. There's a mosquito eating me up right now, folks. Hold up. What the hell is going on here? I'm getting slaughtered. I'm getting eaten up here. Alright, you said MSAI? Alright, what is this? Hold up. Okay. 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 Well, brother, the monthly chart looks very interesting here. It's a dog shit ticker with a dog shit momentum. Okay. Let me see if we at least have a bat here. So we can at least give this a chance. No, no bat. Okay, let me see some EMAs on the weekly. Nothing. Nothing. You're scalding here with the negative DI coiling. Oh boy. This is a risky trade here. Very fucking risky. I would not touch this with a 10-foot pole, brother. If you like it. So it is touching the golden pocket on the micro. I would not touch this. Oh, wow. So, oh, jeez, man. So if it wasn't selling off, okay, this would have had a potential golden cross play out. But because the splay is weak, the distance between the 200 and the 50, this is not going to pan out. Okay, so the golden cross scenario is out of the question. It is completely out of the question. Okay, so this is what you call a vertical negative DI. Okay, this is a rare. I mean, it's not rare. It's just literally almost vertical. Look at this fucking thing. Look at this. 82 degrees, 83 degrees. Look at that. Yeah, this thing is not cool, brother. I wouldn't touch this. I wouldn't touch this. I would wait for price action to get back at these lows. Maybe a new, and no offense here, but I'm looking at this general area right here, where you had a hard resistance line here. Let me turn off the, so where are you finding resistance here? Okay. So you just take your little ray, and you start formulating a thesis. So resistance, resistance, resistance. So roughly at the 0.65 ratio, 82.52, so 81.35. So this would be a nice area of support when we come crashing down, because it will definitely come crashing down. All right. It will definitely come crashing down. All right. Very nice areas of support here, because it acted as resistance multiple times. Look at that. So let's see. I wouldn't touch this until it comes right back into the zone, 0.65, and then you see how the trade works out. You are touching, almost touched the 100 SMA. I mean, excuse me, the 50 SMA. I would have loved to see the golden cross scenario, but display is way too weak. Way too weak. All right, so we have one play, RR. Shout out to another day, another trade. Shout out to another day, another trade. RR, bro. Very, very good. You took profits. Good. I'm happy. I'm glad you did. That's what matters. Take profits. You're never wrong when you're in green. Take profits. Take profits. For the uninitiated in charting, your next bearish helps. Is this starting Monday? Not a mind reader. Look at the RSI trend line from previous price action. Hold up, folks. Hold up. God, Jesus Christ. Okay. What part of? Okay, how do people throw money at the market and not understand trend? I'm a little bit confused here. Based on prior history, what does SPY like to do? Alright, it's in a downward channel, but every time you hit this bottom trend line, it's happened twice already. What do you think is going to happen Monday, potentially, based on previous price action? Alright, probability says it might go up. Might is key word. Nobody really knows what the fuck is going to happen, but Jesus. People think charters are like mind readers. It's not a long play. I take profit immediately, but no blinking question asked. Palm, that's beautiful. That is freaking beautiful. Are you in the Discord, brother? Get your butt in the Discord, bro. Get your behind on the Discord, brother. Get your sweet behind on the Discord. Get your sweet behind on the Discord. Watch this. Hold on. I gotta send this out. Oh shit! There's literally a mosquito eating the dog out of me. Oh, there he is. I see him. Oh, I think I got him. I don't know if I did. There's a freaking mosquito eating me right now. Destroying me. I need to join. Here, I'm gonna send you the link, brother. I'm gonna send you the link. It's actually in my bio, brother. Let me see if I can get it for you. Here it is. I'm sending it now. See if that works. I don't know if it's gonna work. My moderator set this up. Doesn't look like it's gonna work. No. It didn't do like the link. Let me see if I can copy link address. Here. I think that should work. Yeah, there you go. That should work. I just posted it. I'm trying to kill this mosquito, guys. I'm really having a hard time focusing because there's a big guy eating me up right now. No, No. You got it. Yeah, anytime. Let me get this person. Let me get this person right now. Hold up. I really do want to explain this to a specific person. So specifically, I just want to help this one person. Let me see if I can get her on, so that I can explain SPY and how things work in the markets. Get on stream so I can explain this to you. All right, bingo. You got it, brother? All right. Let me know what I'll let you in immediately. I'm just trying to kill this mosquito while I wait for one person. I'm gonna give Kay 5 minutes. I'm gonna give her 5 minutos. Let's go. Oh my God. Jesus. Alright guys. Let's get back. I can't kill this fly or this mosquito. It's absolutely destroying me right now. I picked up 400 109. FMCC, I picked up 400 109. Is that a new one? Let me see. I don't think I ever charted that. FMCC. Oh, wow. Jeez. What is this? Whoa, brother. Whoa, brother. Brother. Wait, I think I've seen this before. Is this a drone play by any chance? What's this exclusive? What is this? What the fuck is this? I've never seen this. Is this a drone play? Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac plays. Is it really? So, I do want to note that this thing is inside a potential rounding bottom. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Rounding bottom. You got a massive fucking bump here. That's absolutely crazy. You have this massive rounding bottom here. Broad information at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Whatever this thing is absolutely parabolic. 4 million volume. Okay. $18 price target a year out from now. That's pretty significant. Housing finance system solutions to operate through the single family and multifamily segments. Loans. Ooh. Wow. Okay, so this reminds me of SoFi. They were part of the 2008 fiasco, and we all know what happened back then. Oh, okay. Default credit swaps. Default credit swaps. Swaps. El crédito. Cambio de los swaps. As I'm talking, I'm still trying to find this mosquito. I'm not lying. This thing's eating me up. All right, let's take a look at this. I'm gonna try and just do it this way. Oh yeah, yeah. This thing is powerful. Powerful move here. Powerful move here. And because of the macro, you are seeing that sell off. Look at the weekly. You're below here. You should be bouncing here because you've liked to bounce in this area for literally multiple weeks here. So you're at a most important zone here on the RSI weekly here, and if you break that, well then we'll observe other areas right here. I do see some sort of pivot line here, rejection, multiple candles or price action rejection here as well. Look at this, and that will color red. Look at that, boom, 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 rejection, 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 multiple bearish rejection lines. Yeah, your boy wants to back them up on the market, your boy Chump. Oh man, you know, oh boy. Is Trump involved? I'm sure he is. On the market, yeah. Yeah. A lot of people are not liking the president lately. What I like about this is that you are creating, again, multiple bearish divergences, but one of the cool things about these upward trends, is that the parallel channel is defined and the momentum is defined as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful way to observe continuation patterns, right? Look at this, right? And I don't know, let's turn off the Fibonacci real quick, right? Let's turn off the, oh no, not that. Let's turn off the Fibonacci. Look at this beautiful upward momentum, okay? When does it start being concerning? Well, obviously you look at multiple indicators, right? We're touching the 50 SMA weekly on, okay? We bounced off it, beautiful. But what you notice here now is that you are now breaking trend. You see how you have the parallel channels here? It found bounces on this, I would argue the mid-band here. Okay, and look at it again. We bounced here on the weekly. But notice the structure here now on this current price action, where we closed below and what we touched. All right, arguably you can be like, oh, it's double bottom bounce, whatever. Yeah, but you are breaking structure now. All right. So you can add your RSI as confluence because look at to your left. Multiple times we bounce in this box as well. So if we don't bounce here and get back above this mid band, then I would argue that we're changing the structure of this trend. Changing it. Okay. It looked nice here. We made a new higher high. But now we're equal low here. Look at this. Look at that. Interesting. I would love to see this bounce going into next week. Hopefully we find a nice bounce here, come back up, hit this under trend line, come back down, hit this trend line, get a nice continuation run. Is that going to happen? I don't know. I'm not a mind reader, but that's how you can tell we're back in action. Right now that ain't looking too hot. That ain't looking too hot. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, if you're watching, are you here? I want to explain SPY. I want to explain SPY for the love of God. I hope she is. I love educating. I love educating. Other than that, yeah, this thing is very bullish in terms of the current trend. Okay, very bullish. Let's see if we bounce next week. We are breaking below the center line. So if we break below this price action, this RSI line, then I would argue that the trend is shifting. So that's interesting. Yeah, and the MACD just crossed as well. With the negative, oh yeah, negative DI just crossed into the 25 zone. So yeah, this thing is coming. It looks like it wants to have a continuation to the downside. Okay, we definitely need to break above or hit this, hit the trend line, bounce off and come back up here, hit a new higher high. If not, oof, look at that wick here. Jesus Christ, $6.41. Dude, what a swing. That was a 53%. Wow. What? No, excuse me, hold up. 25% swing, excuse me. 25%. Wow. Beautiful. Wow. That's pretty cool. All right, so RR so far is the only one I see smelling for a swing next week. Hopefully we get a continue. Well, hopefully it sells off. I'm not gonna lie. I do want this to come back down a little bit. I do want this to come back. Hopefully, are we scalding here on the RSI? Let me see smaller time frames. No, we're not even fucking scalding yet. Ah, jeez. 5 minute we are. That's a good sign. Okay, so beautiful. 5 minute we are. So hopefully we get a nice pullback and then entry in this general area. I do like what I see here. Hopefully we get back into the zone. I do hope we get back into the zone. Beautiful. All right, what else is going on out there, folks? What else? It's already 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Oh. I'm still trying to kill this freaking mosquito, folks. Still trying to kill this freaking mosquito. Let's see Bitcoin real quick. Let's see what's going on over here. So much going on with Bitcoin. God, there's so much shit on my chart. Oh, baby. I think that's the only one. I think I can go through one more. If anybody else has anything else. I'm going to wait for K. I think we did an hour and a half or an hour on the stream, so I'm happy with that. We got some streams in. We got a video in. I'm happy with just putting content out there. That's what matters. That's what matters to me. All right. Oh, God, Bitcoin. Because of the 50-year mortgage move, they make a lot of people going to rush the loans, just like SoFi, you heard? Palm, and is that confirmed? Is that officially passed? Or was it just headline news and it's not even passed in the House? Is that passed or no? Because, you know, I don't keep up. I should be keeping up with current events, but I'm not recently. Was it officially passed? There it is. I found you. I think I got him, no? Is it passed? I think I got him. I think I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't think I got him. Yeah, so can you confirm? Is that past the 50-year mortgage? I know a lot of people weren't too happy about that. I know Grant Cardone was happy about that. He was happy as hell. Guys, I can do one more ticker, folks. One more ticker. Uno ticker. Otherwise, it was a successful day. We worked out. We ate healthy. No sugar, no breakfast. Fluence Energy. What up, housing? Headlines, but regardless of the interest rates and loans come down, flocks of people go to lower rates. What's good, bro? All right, I can do one more. I'll do one more. You came just in time, Fluence. Just in time. Just in time. Oh, what the hell? What did I draw here? There's a lot going on since the last time. Hold up. There's a shit ton of stuff going on. Wow, 10% Fluent Energy. Yep. Yep, this is yours for sure. I do have a harmonic here, and I think that was an alt bat. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 382. Well, 382 here. Oh no, that's an official harmonic. Let me turn off some of the trend line because it's a lot of noise here. Lots and lots of noise. Lots, and I don't even know what happened the day we charted this. All right, let's see here. Oh, you are getting the pullback on the weekly. That looks fair. Negative DI. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Are you looking to hold this? You are coming at a weekly. I mean, a historic. You actually just hit it too. Historic key area resistance here. Okay, I wouldn't play with fire. If you have an exited position, not financial advice, but for me, I would have exited because look what happened. Not financial advice, but look what happened when you had multiple rejections into this box here. Look at this. From a risk reward. Look at that. Boom, boom, and then skedaddle to the downside, right? So what I see right now is we are getting a clean rejection again from a weekly wall here. This freaking mosquito's really bothering me. I'm getting out. We know it can't pass 22. Right. Just based off history. Look at this. Historic resistance here. Historic. So I would not risk it here. Beautiful. Look, this is what I love about charting. Is that you can literally see where price wants to get into and where price most likely will reject. Look at this. It's been oh my goodness. And look, when price action tried to break out, back test the breakout, and then we failed it. Look at this beautiful swing here. Look at this. Rejection. Beautiful. I love this. This actually is a clean now I wonder where this price is going to go, because it likes to form this is called a descending Brownian formation. So look at this. Descending Brownian formations, they look like angles, right? All right, and some of them look like flat tops, right? They look like flat tops, right? Look at that. These are called descending Brownian formations. All right, and eventually, obviously, you get the rejection line. Look at this massive rejection line. But I like seeing this. So I wonder if it's going to do the same. You know, if I was going to play puts, I would look at this and be like, okay, it likes to come down. You know, it likes to come down. Is it going to come down again? We'll see. We'll definitely see. So this is super interesting. As a matter of fact, I'm going to post this on my Twitter because I want people to see this on a historic weekly resistance line. And look at this. Clean as day. Clean as day. This is gorgeous, brother. Look at that. Maybe the monthly will even get it much clearer. Nah, the weekly's better. The weekly's way better. Let me turn it bright red. Oh, I love this. Let's see if it breaks above it. You just don't know. I wouldn't risk it at these highs. All right. But look what happens. Multiple touches. And what I love the most, hopefully, let me see if we can see multiple bearish divergences. Yeah. Look at that. A high, a lower high, and then we try to break out of it. We failed it, but multiple touches on this box here. Eventually, you're going to have double top, triple tops, quadra tops. Cuatro tops. Uno de los cinco tops. All right, hold on. Let me post this on the X real quick. I really got to post this on the X. FLNC. Oof. That's a good one. All right, PZG is another long. PZG. Ooh. Sandwich drop. I got back in at low. Didn't see it going back up until Monday. What you see, bro? I'll quickly skim it. Wow. Why is this $1? Okay. Let me see the 3-month. You're at a key area of resistance here on the monthly. Literally key area resistance. Look at this. Beautiful. Now you are seeing a huge momentum swing here. Clear as day. All right, from risk reward, let's draw some fib levels here. Oh, wow. Hit the golden pocket. Hit the golden pocket. Wow. Wow. Actually, the MACD looks good here. What EMAs are we rolling on? Wow. Holy shit. Huh. This is very interesting. What's going on here? Is this an energy play? Paramount Goldnevity? Oh, it is an energy play. Paramount Nevity engages in acquisition, exploration, development of mineral properties and projects including Grassy Mountain Gold, Frost, and Sleeper Gold. Whoa. Okay, Palm. Okay, Palm. Yo, Palm with the bangers over here. I'll take a look at SanDisk. Give me 1 second. Hold up. All right, you are a key resistance area, so I'm not sure if you are in this play and you're already in profit. I mean, from a risk reward, not financial advice, but wow, you're already up 47% at your entry. At your entry, 47%. Now we are hitting a historic resistance. Historic resistance. So if I were to play this, man, honestly, this looks good. Look at the EMAs. All underneath acting as support. And that weekly, this 3-month time frame is printing a hammer. Now you still have a month and 17 days left. Let's go down on smaller time frames, because that's just, it's oversimplified. So let's unsimplify a little bit here. Yeah, you're at a very, very key area of resistance, and look at the structure on the candles. What do you start seeing here? Lower highs. Okay? But you can argue that you are inside a descending wedge. You have a flat base, but now you're making lower highs here. And look at this flat base here. Beautiful. So let's see if we continue or holding this 99 range. Rejection at this lower, this bearish trend line. You had a massive swing move here, so I suspect the pullback's coming in. Rightfully so. You scald on the RSI, the MACD cross, on the weekly. Let me turn on the 3-day real quick. Yeah, the 3-day is even more cleaner. All right, so look at this channel. You're in a channel. All right, but then again, that looks like a what? That looks like a bull flag. Because look, you broke out of this channel. You broke out of it. Is it going to sustain on the 3-day? Well, oh, okay. Okay. Do you see what I see? A potential what? Hold on. All right, Palm, you've been on my stream multiple times, brother. And you know, every time when we see these plays on the RSI, let's see if you see it. Let's see if you see. I'm just going to draw it, right? I'm just going to draw it. And this is a potential, what I think, what we believe it to be, right? Potentially. All right, but these are great ways to observe price action, where if we come back down, back test that trend line, hit that 618 rejection, which we it looks like we are. Okay, it looks like we are, because you see this wick here. Maybe come back test that trend line breakout, and that's going to eventually do what? Potentially do what? Let me make it more cleaner for you. We come back test that breakout. What does that look like now? All right. This is how you can get into nice swing trades. What does that look like? You see it? Hell yeah! Hell fucking yeah! Hell yeah! All right. But at the same time, you got to make sure you have confluence, okay? If it does reject this $1.14 here, you see a rejection here. We broke out of it. We broke back into it. We're trying to break above it again. If we reject it again, we'll see. But very interesting that we're hitting a golden ratio here. And it was a clean area resistance. Maybe this might be a inverted head and shoulders. I personally see this on the 3-day. Look at the positive DI here. What is... Oh, dude, this actually might be a banger here at $1.15. Dude, what the fuck? This might actually be a banger. And now I prefer the ADX being a little bit more towards the down end. I don't like it on the upper end, because the momentum already happened. So technically, I would love this to be much, much lower. But we'll see. You typically want to see them right here at these lows with the positive DI coiling up. All right, for that nice massive continuation run. Very interesting here. All right, this one's gonna be on my watch list now. This is gonna be my energy ticker. God damn, see, this is why we work extra hard on the weekends, brothers. This is why you gotta work extra hard. All right, we're gonna put this one on my watch list. Shout out to Palm over here. Oh, and I'll take a look at SanDisk, and then I think we can shut it there. Yeah, we'll take a look at SanDisk and we'll shut it there. So this is Paramount Gold Nevada, now in the energy playlist. Wow, dude, nice fucking find here. Yeah, very interesting. We'll see. And also, if you notice, you are printing a scallop. Look at this, a scallop. Let me make less noise over here. Let me turn off the downward trend. Okay, scalp. Do you know what else is in a scallop? Do you remember? Do you know what these continuation scallop potential runs look like? Right? We have indicator target. We have measurement rules. But where I'm going with this is look at Palantir. All right, I'm not saying this will get Palantir levels. Absolutely not. Palantir is a whole different league. But I like Palantir as a reminder that when you form scallops are a continuation pattern. Look at this. Scallop. Okay? Boom. A low, higher low, higher high. And then you draw a measurement rule. And look, it formed another scallop. A low, higher low, and a higher high. Then you formed another scallop. A low, higher high. Then you formed another scallop. Look at this. A low, a higher low, and a higher high. Then you formed a, well, this one was technically like more of a double bottom, tall top here, rounding top, right? Whatever have you. Then it was just consolidating. But you see the continuation run off of scallops? Isn't that beautiful to see? Look at these scallops. Scallops, boom. Scallops, boom. The exhaustion, they look like bull flags. Then continuation run, a higher high, higher low. Boom, exhaustion, pullback, higher high, higher low. Boom, exhaustion, massive run up here. Boom. That's a beautiful scallop continuation pattern. So this PZG is doing the exact same thing. It's actually probably in the same process of doing another run here. Now the measurement rule off of these patterns, the scallops, are, if I told you what it is, you wouldn't believe it. But these are the measurement rules. The top end of this breakout, off this tip, the confirmation line is breaking above the top end of the scallop, the rejection, the exhaustion, and then once you break above $1.41, the potential next area is indicator target at 336. But is it Bible? No, these are just ways to look at continuation trends. Just like Palantir, look at the scallops. Let me turn off all the noise. Look at Palantir, absolutely massive. All right, let me turn off the noise. Beautiful pattern, continuation, scallops. Look at this, beautiful scallop, 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 and then you have this massive scallop here. Massive scallop, beautiful. So PZG is another example of a scallop. Very good find. This is why I said, oh shit, this looks good. It looks looking good. It is. That's right. Is it Bible? Again, no. But again, we observe patterns to understand the trend. And that's the beauty about technical trading or technical analysis. The chart squigglers. All right, let's take a look at SanDisk. Oh my God. All right, we're going to finish off with SanDisk. And then I think we did 2 hours, plus we unleashed the video today. So we accomplished a lot today. I'm happy with the small W's that we succeeded today. Plus I worked out. I ate good, no sugar. I haven't eaten yet. I think I'm going to fast today. I'm definitely going to fast today. I got to get back in shape here. I got to get back in shape. All right, let's see what's happening here on SanDisk. Jesus Christ. So you're saying, let me see what you wrote. You said there's any way you can split last one SanDisk one day, bro. What am I seeing here? I just see multiple bearish divergences off a massive run up here. Give me 1 second here. Let me see. Okay. So do you remember the conversation we had? What was your support off of continuation runs? All right. What was your support area? Do you see the trend? What's happening with price action right now? The 10 EMA, bingo. Bing, 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 daily 10 EMA, good. Okay, so do you see price action now reacting to 10 EMA? Yes. But this is why it gets very, very risky when you have patterns that are just running, because you just don't know when it's going to crash, if it does it or if it doesn't. Right? All we can do is try and see the data in front of us and play the trend. You have multiple bearish divergences off of this massive rally here. Massive rally. I don't know where your entry is, but if you break below that 10 EMA, I would argue you are now shifting. It would get very, very, like my stomach would turn seeing this, right? Because we're breaking the trend here. If you saw that candle, are we going to break above? You don't know. But look at this confirmation bounce here. They look like rounding bottoms here, or higher high, higher low, right? Almost. All right, but on smaller time frames, you can see it much clearer. All right, look at this. So let's go on smaller time frames. So look at the 200 SMA. That adds confluence. Now that I'm looking at the 1 hour, maybe I should turn on the 4 hour real quick. Yeah, the 4 hour is clean. All right, so on the daily, it's a 10 EMA. On the 4 hour is what? The 4 hour is what? The 50. We barely touched it. Okay, so if we are looking at a continuation trend, well, first off, don't break the 10 daily EMA. That's one. All right, and if we get back into the 20 EMA, that might be a potential bounce to the upside, but I wouldn't even risk it because it's always been the 10 daily EMA acting as support. Okay, I would if it breaks that 10 daily EMA, I would personally just take my profit, wait for a bounce. That's just me. Still holding my 2 shares just in case the 300 goes down to 220 to sell. Got you, brother. Hey, listen, you're killing it. You're killing it. When does it exhaust, though? We're at 37 billion market cap here. Holy shit. Turn on the Heikin Ashi. Look at that. Just clean. The RSI, if you mess with the RSI, I would highly look at the RSI, the continuation bounce. All right. There's a nice little trick with the RSIs. All right, technical traders, we know what that is. Okay. The more, the longer the RSI stays deep in the bull or bear zone, this center line becomes now the bear line or bull line, excuse me. Okay, the center line becomes the bull line and vice versa. All right, because look at the trend that's always been bouncing off of this red box. Yeah, sure, you peaked below it, but look at every time we hit this red box, what happens to the price? Price action sustains itself above this red box. Pretty cool, huh? These are like little golden nugget TAs. A lot of people don't know about. You have to observe them. So if I saw this breaking below this box here, deep below the bull zone line, and we don't really come back, well then yeah, sure, trends getting weak here. I do see another pivot zone here as well. So that's a topic for another day. But this is gonna be a nice. This is your confluence. This adds confluence here. Okay. But notice what price action always does in areas of interest. Look at this. Beautiful. Red box up. Red box up. Red box question mark. Are we gonna go up? Are we gonna go up? You know what I'm saying? Look at this. And then I would just put that here. Or are we going to break below? Actually, let me just make it more clear. We come here, up, question mark? What the fuck? I can't do it right. Now I gotta finish it. Or are we going to break down? That's the question. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see it? Good, I'm glad you see it, brother. I'm glad you see it, brother. All right. Woo, we had a good day today. We got a lot of shit done today. I'm so happy. Super happy. Very happy with today. Very, very happy today. All right, brothers. Any other ticker? Maybe I can do one more. One more. It's 2:30. One more for the. Oh my God, there's a meme on Trump right now. I'm watching on X. Think about my video idea, bro. Oh, you should do a video on the rise of SanDisk. Should be huge for views. The rise of SanDisk. You mean like a miniature documentary-ish? Or like the technical side of it? Because my niche is very technical. I'm not the whole, like the financial side of the things. Some people are just strictly financials. I'm strictly the TA guy. The chart squiggle, the line drawer. That's all I am. And I'm proud of it. Very, very proud. Because I really do love what I do. I really do love it. We started tracking it at 90. Oh. At 90 SanDisk? Jesus fucking Christ. So it's already made a 300% move. Woo! 300% move. I mean, to be honest with you, you know, if you only bought it in 2 shares, you know, it is what it is. You know, you're not overexposing yourself. So, congratulations. If it was anybody else, I would be freaking out. NUAI ticker, CMBM. Oh, God. Now we got to definitely look at all these small ones. I was watching them. CMBM is definitely on my watch list for next week. It is a Starlink play here from Elon Musk. I guess a good reminder here. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks for the reminder. Wow, look at that inverted hammer. Wow. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. So it looks like we're inside in a rectangle bottom here. Rectangle bottom. Let me make this green. Actually, let me lower the opacity here. Let me turn off all the noise. Alright, bingo. Alright, so now you can see price action. Areas of resistance and support. Alright, where's price bouncing? So it looks like we're in a box. This is called a rectangle bottom. A rectangle bottom, okay. Oh no, excuse me, rectangle top. Rectangle top, not a bottom. Not bottom, it's rectangle top. Alright, so look at this resistance line here at 350. Beautiful price action. Rejection line at the 350. Look at that. Boom and boom. Boom. Alright, look at that 50% mark. Once you break and reject, once you reject this top trend line, price then likes to what? Come back down to this bottom end at the 0.5, 213 here. So this is a nice little swing trade. I like to see these little price action. So I'm definitely going to put a nice little buy order, not financial advice, at a key area of support that it likes to bounce off. Potentially might come back down here. And maybe we can do a little bit of magnetism here. Maybe we can do a little bit of magnetism over here. You know, where's the how do I rotate this thing? It won't let me rotate? Alright, cool. Alright, whatever. We'll just do it there. Alright, we're gonna do that right there, brother. Let's just swing it right here. Just come back to the... Just come back down. I got tickets for days. I see that. I see that, brother. Pom. Did you join the Discord? Let me see if you are in here. Brother, I don't see your ass in here. Lock and loaded. President Trump expect 20 trillion injections to the economy in the next 45 days. That's really good news. That's really good news. Some small W's. I don't see your ass in the Discord. Okay, next one. So this one's very easy. As a matter of fact, here I'm gonna do a alert on CMBM before I forget at 246. If it comes back down here, I'm definitely gonna have a buy order, not financial advice, at a key area of support. It likes to bounce off. It's a beautiful, beautiful pattern here. Look at this. Easy. Easy. Hopefully it comes back down here. I would love that. So I'm not buying this shit until it hits my 0.5. All right, and then hopefully it does bullish divergences. Let me see on the lower time frames. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, beautiful. Oh yeah, this is clean. Look at this. Bullish dips deep in the bear zone. Movement, bounce up, swing high, boom, boom, 60. Looks like a 66% trade. Sell off, days. Then come back into the bear zone, create divergences, and then another swing bounce to the high. Off of that trend line. That did it twice. 71%. Sell off, boom, hit this rejection. Hit the midline. We did it again, but I would love for this to come back down here. Please hit that 0.5. Please. Please. Look at this beautiful area of a bounce. Oh, dude, this is... Yeah, I want this. I fucking want this. I so want this. Fuck yes. Give me back. I want this back at $2.13. That's how you should get the money song. Hey, yo, Sammy, play the beat. Bro, you know how many times I've been demonetized? Any song I put the past couple of days? Any song, brothers. But look at this CMBM. Yeah, this is going to be... Oh, brother. Palm with the... So we have 2 plays now. RR and CMBM. I do have a alert. Let's do another alert at 2:32 just in case we miss it. But I definitely want this back at 2:13 here. We definitely want this back at 2:13. Very good bounce there. Look at the support bounce. Support bounce. 60% swings. 60% swings. This one was minor. Beautiful, brother. Very nice. I'm following CMBM. Oh, yeah. I want 213. If we can get it lower, look at this. Even shit, if we can wick it, that'd be better, too. I'll even have it ordered down here. What is that? What price action? 2.9? 2.9? So 2.9 likes to bounce off here. Yeah. Wow. So you got to remember, watch for confluence. You got to have confluence. Got to have fucking confluence, okay? As a matter of fact, let me post this on the chart. Let me post this on the Twitter. I'm gonna post this on the Twitter. God damn it. Alright, there you go. There you go, brother. Let me see if I can get a smaller time frame. Let me make it more apparent, because you know how Twitter is. You gotta make it easier for them. You gotta make it easier for them. And let me make this very, 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 very... let me get my box here. Where's my box? Where's the box? Wait, why is it not? Oh, there you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Deep in the bear zone. Oh, yes. There we go. Bingo bango. Very nice one. Actually, this is a beautiful one. All right. That is what I'm looking at for CMBM. Beautiful. Okay. NUAI. All right. Last one. NUAI. Let's go. Oh, geez. Oh, okay. No, this is actually good. In terms of the retracement, it's actually good because I do see a spinning top here. Spinning top on the 3-day. Okay. But this is one of those AI plays, AI data center plays. But I think it's not your normal AI data center. Again, I don't read the books, if I remember correctly. Now, what I do love here with NUAI, it's got another scallop formation potential continuation run. Very important. So we got to really, really find support at the 0.5 area. Okay. Sustain it. But you typically see continuation runs with scallops. So far it's in the scallop zone. But if you notice, if we break below the 0.5 and the golden pocket, excuse me, if we break the 0.5, the golden pocket, I would suspect that the area bounce, it likes to hit this green zone twice. All right, look at that. One touch, two touch, double bottom, lift off. All right, look at that. One touch, double bottom, lift off. Come back here, double bottom, question mark, lift off. Okay, so this one's interesting to see. It is showing a lot. It's showing momentum to the downside, rightfully so. You broke below the 5, 10, and 20 EMAs on the daily. Yeah, huge gaps. Does it have gaps? Let me see. On the daily. No, I don't see gaps. I don't see gaps, brother. I don't see gaps. I do like this. I do like this candle here. I do like that candle. That candle is called a belt rose. Let me double check. I gotta double check because there's so many freaking candles I gotta remember. A belt rose candle. I forgot what the heck the candle one is. Oh, so many of them. This is typically a continuation candle, but you mostly want to see bearish candles previous to this one. I gotta find the exact candle name on this one. But yeah, this looks good, but understand that the momentum to the downside is a continuation. Very obvious that there potentially will be a continuation to the downside if we don't sustain above the 0.5 ratio at 339. I would love for this to break above the 382 and sustain. Hopefully find a consolidation area and then hopefully rip. But if not, rejection here at the 382, coming back down, double bottom, another rise, 410, 382, hit the rejection line, and then potentially come back to the golden pocket. That's the way I would see this panning out. If we continue to reject, double bottom, one more touch, double top, come back down, 50 SMA rolling up, maybe come back down. Let's see what happens here. A lot of things to consider here. It just had a massive rally, so rightfully so, you should see an exhaustion. You should see an exhaustion here. But this is another potential scallop. Now, if we remember Palantir, PLTR, look at Palantir. A lot of people don't realize Palantir had massive, multiple scallop formations. I love using Palantir as a reference. But Palantir it's in its own league, but I love using Palantir as a reference because look at this continuation daily. Again, it's a psychological reminder. Muscle memory, scallop, higher high, higher low, sell off, boom, scallop, higher high, higher low, boom, scallop, sell off, higher high, massive broadening scallop formation, continuation run, boom, bam, bingo. It will not pass 560 NUI until news comes out. There you go. Love the thesis, love the confluence. Make sure you always take profits until news, right? So that makes sense. Until news. Until news. That makes perfect sense here. I love Palantir. And if you guys notice, this thing had a broadening rounding bottom. This is another pattern continuation. So rounding bottoms are one of the top 3 bullish patterns on the weekly chart. I mean, you can spot this shit on the weekly. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at that neckline. I mean, that rejection line. Once you pass that measurement rule, you slapped it right here at 117. Very rare you even complete the measurement rule. Very rare off of weekly rounding bottoms and monthly. But this is a beautiful pattern. Got it, rounding bombs. Again, these are very hard to complete. But look at APLD, another one. APLD is another one. Look at the rounding bottom on APLD, if I remember correctly. Yep, look at this one. Look at this one. Huge rounding bottom. You get the bumps. These are the confirmation, the bumps, multiple bumps. Then you get the massive rally. All right, look at PLTR again. Side by side. Easy. Massive rally. Let me turn on the weekly. Let me see the monthly. Oops. Looking a little messy here. Look at this. Palantir. They're never gonna be picture perfect, but look at the multiple bumps here. Confirmation. And one of the key ones is having multiple of them and a massive fat one. Look at the rally here. What do you see on APLD? Same scenario. Are you catching on the weekly? Bumps, massive rally upside, bumps, massive rally upside, and then it just fucking bye-bye. So let's see what happens with NUAI. All right, folks. We have two plays for next week, CMBM and RR. CMBM, we got to wait for the pullback. Hopefully come back to the 0.5 ratio at the 219. CMBM. All right, CMBM, definitely looking forward to this one. This one's a clean play here. Very, very clean. Good. Who was it again? Paul? Shout out to Paul. Thanks, man, bro. Just a scuba, yo. Invite the link expired. What do you mean it expired, bro? All right, let me go ahead and send it again. At first, it might say like, oh, it might be an error, but then you can pass that wall, and then you should be fine. Hold on, let me get the link for you. Here, here. There's the link. There's the link, brother. Enjoy. All right, brothers. Thank you so much. Shout out to Paul and the housing and the another day, another trade, and all the same fans that keep coming and tuning back on my streams. Thank you so much, guys. I do have some great news the next couple of weeks. I just gotta wait for confirmation from Google, and once I got that confirmation from Google, I'm gonna be super excited to give out the news, man. But just waiting on Google to give me back that email. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Paul, join the Discord, and the housing, join the Discord, folks. The Discord link is on the chat box down there, and looking forward to seeing some new members joining in. All right, thank you so much. Cheers, guys. Have a beautiful weekend.